Have you ever sat at the end of a long day, looking at your child and wondering to yourself, maybe I'm not good at this parenting thing? Let me tell you something. You're not a bad parent. You're just overloaded. And in this video, I'll show you why overload is a silent thief of joy in parenting, how it sneaks into our daily lives, and most importantly, how you can break free. Stay with me to the end because I'll share one strategy that can transform your parenting rhythm. Parental overload happens when parents carry too many responsibilities, balancing work, household duties, and child rearing without adequate rest or support. Research shows this can lead to burnout and negatively affect both parent and child. So why do parents feel overloaded? Parenting today is like running a marathon while juggling work, bills, and endless expectations. And according to Psychological Insight, overload triggers decision fatigue. That is when your brain is too tired to make wise parenting choices. Think of this mother who lives in Limbe. She wakes up at 5 a.m., rushes to work, comes home to homework battles, and collapses into bed. She loves her children, but exhaustion makes her snap. She thinks she's failing, but really, she's overloaded. And here's the shocking part. Overload doesn't just affect you. It rewires how your children see love, discipline, and safety. I'll explain in a moment. So what is the hidden impact of overload on parenting? Number one is burnout and exhaustion. That is constant multitasking, leading to chronic fatigue and irritability. The second one is reacting instead of responding. Overloaded parents yell, punish emotionally, or correct out of frustration, and then children get to learn fear-based compliance instead of emotional regulation. The third one is inconsistent discipline, where rules change depending on your mood. Children feel insecure, which often shows up as rebellion. According to psychological principles, children thrive on predictability. When boundaries shift, insecurity grows, and this breeds defiance. Now, I work with this parent who set rules for screen time in her home. On some days, she made sure to implement it, while on other days, when she felt tired and the kids went against the rules, she let it go. That's what overload does. It makes discipline unstable. Now, our traditional African parenting was never a solo act. One proverb says, it takes a village to raise a child. Aunties, uncles, and elders shared responsibilities, teaching values, stories, modeling resilience. However, modern life has shrunk the village, leaving parents isolated. But we can revive it through parenting circles, WhatsApp support groups, or intentional family systems. Now, let's talk about strategies to resolve overload on parenting. The first one is setting boundaries. Boundaries protect both the well-being of the parent and the growth of the child. The second one is time blocking, which has to do with scheduling family rituals like dinner or bedtime stories as non-negotiables. The third strategy is self-care. Rest, exercise, and nutrition restores your body's ability to parent effectively. Number 4 is mindfulness. Short breathing exercises reduce stress and help you respond calmly. The fifth strategy is family governing system. Create a charter of values, routines, and responsibilities. Children thrive when they know the family constitution. The sixth strategy is digital detox. Switch off devices for 1 hour daily. Replace scrolling with connection. Then we have the last strategy, which is delegation of tasks or shared responsibilities. Share tasks with trusted relatives, friends, or even older children. This helps revive the village. Research shows that when parents shift from doing everything to leading with clarity, overwhelm decreases and confidence rises. Now let's talk about the power of parental presence. Children don't just need perfect parents, they need present parents. Presence communicates love, safety, and identity. Presence is not about hours, it's about intentional moments. A 10-minute bedtime story can outweigh a whole day of busyness. I remember a mother who felt guilty for working late, but she created a ritual. Every night, she prayed with her children and told one short story. Years later, her teenager said to her, those 10 minutes were the most powerful part of their childhood. So here's the truth. You're not a bad parent, you're just overloaded. And overload is not a verdict, it's a weight you can put down. The antidote is sharing responsibilities, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care so you can respond with patience and presence rather than react out of fatigue. This week, choose one strategy. Maybe sharing your responsibility, maybe digital detox, maybe building your family charter and practice it. Then share your experience in the comments because your story could be the encouragement another parent desperately needs. Remember, parenting is not about perfection. It's about presence, clarity, and love. And together, we are raising a generation of confident, thriving adults. You got this, and I'm cheering you up. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video where I'll be talking about why your child doesn't take you seriously. You don't want to miss this one. Bye.